This is not what you're prepared for. The trial against the SEC is expected to conclude soon, according to cryptocurrency experts, attorneys, and the CEO of Ripple. The greatest bullish indication ever is this one. Naturally, the price of the XRP Ripple coin should also reflect this. Even more intriguing is the fact that analysts estimate growth to reach an absurd $10,000. This is a video that you cannot afford to miss. Let's go right to the point without further ado. Disclaimer. It appears that Ripple's protracted legal dispute with the Securities and Exchange Commission is finally coming to an end after almost 4 years of uncertainty. The last whistle is already being blown by cryptocurrency insiders. Levi tweeted that the SEC would shortly drop the case. Steph provided another update, stating that the SEC anticipates formally withdrawing the XRP appeal any moment. This should be a time of celebration for many XRP holders. Instead, it's a time for introspection and, for some, annoyance. The SEC is no longer the only source of stress. Ripple itself is the target of a fresh round of criticism that is intensifying rather than regulators. More precisely, if the principles and interests of XRP holders are actually represented by Ripple's leadership. Chris Larsen, a co-founder of Ripple, is at the center of this scandal as his political contributions are being scrutinized once more. Larsen became the biggest fundraiser from the cryptocurrency industry when he gave Kamala Harris more than $11 million during the 2024 U.S. presidential campaign. Many members of the XRP community were deeply alarmed by that decision, and their worries haven't subsided. It's no secret that during the campaign, Donald Trump received a sizable following among cryptocurrency owners. He accepted cryptocurrency donations, publicly welcomed digital assets, pledged to establish America as a global center for cryptocurrency, and positioned himself as an advocate for financial innovation. Harris, on the other hand, was viewed as a member of the administration that permitted Gary Gensler's SEC to adopt a tough posture against cryptocurrencies, including XRP. Larson's sizable gift to XRP felt like a betrayal to its owners, suggesting that Ripple's leadership may be more interested in Washington politics than in the community that sustained XRP amid the regulatory firestorm. Some holders are now reevaluating their long-term support for Ripple as a result of this gap. The view was recently expressed simply by one cryptocurrency user who stated that they would sell all of their holdings and purchase Bitcoin if it hit $125,000 if XRP hit $3.50 once more. Some claim that Ripple is politically opportunistic, having backed Harris during the campaign before switching to Trump when the odds shifted in his favor. In any case, it's undermining trust. Some call it strategic, while others believe it's two-faced. A former SEC attorney intervened to provide clarification amid the political clamor. The action against Ripple was not a product of the Biden administration, noted Mark Fagel, a former regional director of the SEC. In fact, it was submitted when Jay Clayton was the SEC chair and Donald Trump was president. Trump's SEC chair filed the enforcement action, Fagel said. Only after taking over did Gensler inherit the case. Fagel added that it wasn't unusual for Clayton to approve the lawsuit on his last day of work, prompting the investigation, which had been ongoing for a while, prevented needless holdups during the change of leadership. That explanation hasn't stopped the unrest, though. There is a general consensus that a Harris-led administration would have extended or stepped up the crackdown, and many XRP investors feel that Gensler's leadership made enforcement more aggressive. Accordingly, Chris Larsen's choice to give Harris millions of dollars is viewed as both personal and political. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, has announced that the business is prepared to end the legal dispute. Ironically, if Harris had won the election, that result might not have happened. The initiative now faces a different kind of difficulty, with XRP positioned for new prospects and the SEC anticipated to take a back seat. Even if Ripple prevails in court, it runs the danger of losing the confidence of those who helped it during years of unstable markets and hostile regulations. There has never been a more pronounced divide between the XRP community and Ripple, and it appears to widen with each political headline. Analysts are already forecasting a huge breakthrough for XRP now that the SEC is backing off. According to others, it might surpass its peak more quickly than anyone anticipated. Stay tuned because what follows next could blow your mind. You won't believe the price targets they're putting out there. People are therefore already preparing for the impact. They're still questioning, but they're mentally ready for the explosion. Ask Demo Nix on X, which perfectly captures the XRP community's mood. Maxi was even more straightforward. Perhaps most startling of all, XRP is on the verge of exploding, Shibo cautioned. Everyone will be surprised by the upcoming XRP rally. The explosive nature of it will surprise most people. There is no more significance in the timing. The market as a whole is taking Trump's open support of digital innovation as a political endorsement for cryptocurrencies, Mishtsi's tweet. This is not just another crypto season, perfectly captured the essence of the situation. We might be seeing a real shift in financial history as XRP gains traction and Trump supports digital innovation. All the pieces of the puzzle seem to be fitting together. Restored investor confidence, governmental backing, and regulatory certainty. Beyond mood, however, some analysts are giving these dreams concrete numbers. Crypto expert Pumpius made one of the most startling predictions, claiming that XRP's rise from $3.50 to $10,000 is real. It has to do with math. I appreciate you watching. Please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment with your ideas or questions, and, most importantly, remember to subscribe if you found the information informative and enjoyable.